What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Kansas Angling Experience channel. It is Brian and Danny back for another video. It is July 5th, the day after 4th of July. As you guys can see, it is still extremely busy out here. We're just out here for an afternoon of having fun. Danny and I came out last night to watch the fireworks over the dam on the lake, and obviously I brought a couple fishing rods with. There was like nobody out here fishing, and got on this sneaky little casting bite for walleyes that I kind of want to try and replicate tonight. I've got a couple awesome discount codes to share with you guys with the rods, the reels, and the baits that we're going to be using, so stick around for that. Hopefully we can catch a couple walleyes. It's basically just a high, shallow rock spot, main lake stuff. Coincidentally, like right next to the beach on the lake, so there is still a lot of jet skis blowing around. I don't really find that to be an issue in the summertime. I kind of think that the walleyes in muddy water here in Kansas like that, so it does kind of get them fired up. But who knows? Every day is different. Water temp is 84, surface temp's 84. Let me see what the back one reads. Yep, it is 84.5. We had a couple weeks where the temperatures were weird. We got cold rain and the overnight temps were a little chilly, so it dropped the water down below 80. Got the bite a little bit tough, but if you guys saw my last video, which I'll link down below, it obviously has been picking back up and the walleyes are back on fire. We came out last night, like I said, we caught like 5 or 6. Probably should have kept them, but we might keep a few tonight. What do you think? Should we keep some tonight? Depends on what they look like. So anyway, like I said here, it's gonna be kind of janky. I did forget my chest cam mount situation, as well as anything that can mount to the windshield. So I might happen to be rolling with like the hat cam, which I don't really know how many batteries I have. We're just gonna try and figure it out. It's gonna be super primitive, but hopefully you guys get the gist of what this video is about. And it is casting at shallow rock stuff with swim baits on light spinning gear. Last night we didn't get out here until like 8:30, and that's when they were biting. It is like 7:30 right now, so it might be a little bit before we start doing things once these lake flies stop flying around the lake. So yeah, that's all I've got for you for right now. So we're just gonna get things rigged up, try and figure something out and see what happens, and hopefully put a couple walleyes in the boat for you. Okay, wow, this is really weird and embarrassing. I have like this giant hat cam situation with a wire going all the way around my head so I can keep things recording and charging at the same time. I have no idea what things look like, but we're gonna try and go over everything in the meantime with what I've got, so hope that's all right, and I hope that everything turns out. But like I said before, I've got discount codes for literally every single thing in this view right here. So we've got a 7-foot medium Fox River fishing rod, a spinning rod, which I've used. They were my first sponsor. I've been with this company for 7 years. This is their new model that came out this year. It's my favorite one to throw heavier swim baits on. So for the jig head here, I don't really have a jig head sponsor per se in this view right here, but you guys can get this 3/8 ounce jig head or any 3/8 ounce jig head from the same guy that makes these swim baits right here, Swing 'em In Bait Co. This is a 2.75 inch slammer tail from Swing 'em In Baits. That's the purple and chartreuse. If you guys watch this channel enough, you'll know that I use a lot of that color. Doesn't matter what jig head you use. So I've got one 3/8 ounce rigged up, and I've got one 1/4 ounce rigged up on a different rod. As far as the reels here, this is the PC Fun Carbon X 2000. The discount code for that one is KAE18. The rod is KAE10. You don't have to memorize all the stuff because I'm going to link it all down below. The braid is also 10-pound PC Fun braid, and you can use the discount code for that as well. The discount code KAE10 for the jig head and the swim bait is also going to be in the description. So that's what we're rolling with right now. Like I said, I was throwing this exact same setup last night. You guys can see that jig head's kind of banged up right there because we're throwing them in some big boulders up shallow offshore on a big point that comes out over here. But if that proves to be a little bit too heavy, I've got the 1/4 ounce rigged up down there with the exact same bait, and that one's got a cross lock snap on it because I might throw a crankbait as well. My buddy was with me last night in another boat throwing a crankbait right next to me on the same spot and catching them. So I don't know, like I said, it might be a little bit slow until the sun starts to go down, but we're basically just casting out to where the rocks are, which is right over there, judging by where my map is. No, I don't have live scope down because I do not feel like focusing on the screen. I fished this spot enough to kind of know where the rocks are in relation to the buoy over there, and just where the sun sets on this point in general. But we're just making a long cast. Last night I was getting bit stroking it just up real slow so you can feel that paddle tail kick, let it hit bottom, and then stroke it up again, and they were hitting it on the fall. You just go to lift up and there's already a fish on. I haven't really felt any rocks just yet, so I'm just going to fan cast around until I figure out where exactly those rocks are, and then just continue to make the same cast over and over, because I know the fish are here. It's just a matter of timing and getting them to bite when they want to bite. So that's going to be the program, but just wanted to go through all the discount codes for these super awesome rods that we've got. Fox River's new models this year are literally the most perfect rod that I've ever had from them. So I highly recommend saving 10% and picking one up. It helps me, it helps you, it helps everybody. It helps you too, because it buys us dinner. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna try and put, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 walleyes in the box for a fresh fish fry this week. And that's all I have to say about that. So we'll see you on the first fish or the first drum. Okay, bye. Wow, I'd love to really talk to you guys about kind of what we're fishing and show you a screenshot, but these jet skis will not stop blowing over 1 foot of water over there on the point. But one thing I did do last night was make sure to take a couple screenshots of these rocks and what walleyes looks like on them. So I will put those screenshots in the video right now so you guys can kind of see what that looks like to me. But today, obviously, the lake has been piss pounded with boat traffic, seeing that it's Monday, everyone's got off work. I heard stories from other people that were at the lake today about lines at the boat ramp, and it was probably even busier than it was yesterday on the actual 4th of July, to be honest. So I'm really not expecting much of a bite tonight until the sun starts to hit the trees, which you can see it right out in front of me. It's just awesome to stare right into. But yeah, I really want you guys to see what walleyes in the rocks look like on my Garmin, so that's why I put those screenshots on there. But I don't want to blow over the spot right now with the big motor or even the trolling motor and see if there's fish there. We're just gonna hope and pray. So one like, one prayer, honey, for the walleyes.
Yep, you betcha.
Okay. Fish on. There we go. Feels like a drum, Nance. If it's not a drum, it's a huge walleye. It's big, whatever it is. Please, God, be a walleye. He has not shook his head yet at all, even kind of like a drum. Yep, it's a big walleye. Okay, honey, I know I said I wasn't gonna make you get the net, but it's a huge walleye. It's a huge walleye. Like, even bigger than the one, any of the ones we caught last night. Okay, I'm coming back here. It's big. This is like my 3rd cast. I was literally just telling Danny, like, well, I don't know where the rocks are. Look at that fish. Oh. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Oh, that's the biggest one I've caught casting on this lake this year. Okay. He's under the, oh my God. He pinned it to the bottom. He pinned, nope. He pinned it to the bottom under his mouth and got it right there. Okay, grab him. Okay, here, leave him in the water. Leave him in the water. That's the first. Okay, if you're gonna start the night off with a first fish, that's the way you want to do it. All right, there we go. All starched up and pretty looking. Like I said, not a huge one. He looked a lot bigger in the water. That's a good one. I don't even think I really want to keep any tonight, especially if that's how we're gonna start it off. We might put him in the box for pictures later, but let's just lay him on the bump board real quick. Yep, just a nut hair under 21. Could almost call that fish 21, but he is right on. That's right about the limit that I like to keep.
Oh my.
She is super mad and ready to go. So literally like my 4th or 5th cast on the 2.75 inch hammer tail or slammer tail. I don't remember what Jeremy calls them, but swing them to baits. You guys can get 10% off that bait. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna keep this one. So we're just gonna grab a quick picture and we're just gonna let her go. Just a beaut. I don't really like keeping fish this size in the summertime. We got plenty of 15s and 16s to keep, so. Ooh, she was ready. Honey, thanks for the net job.
You betcha.
Let's see how many more times we can do that.
Okay, bye.
Okay, well, that's one way to start it off. So, like I said before, the rod that I'm throwing, this is a 3/8 ounce jig head on this swim bait. I'm throwing that on the 7-foot medium spinning rod from Fox River. If I downsize to the 1/4 ounce, I'll also downsize to the 7'3" medium light Fox River spinning rod. I really like them both, honestly. I mean, just as much as the other. I'm a sucker for a long fishing rod. But when it comes to heavier baits like this, obviously you want a heavier action rod. They both have fast tips, but the 7'3", you know, with a lighter jig head, like even an 1/8 ounce, 1/16 ounce, 3/32, if you have to size down, that's kind of of where you want to be, is that 7'3" medium light. So promo code KAE10 will get you 10% off those fishing rods right now. Link is in the description. Highly recommend it. They have come a long way over the last 7 years that I've been with the company. So yeah, go and pick yourself up one. They retail at like, I don't know, 120 or 125, something like that. Pretty tough to get a good spinning rod or any fishing rod under $100 anymore. Their warranty is fantastic, and Greg and Jordan are both awesome dudes to work with back up in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. So that's all I have to say about the fishing rods for right now. Let's try and catch another one.
What is your personal best on this lake?
26.5, twice.
What's your personal best as a whole?
Fish on. Nance, we're trying to talk about personal bests on this lake because I'm gonna break it and I've got another big one. I need the net. I need the net. I need the net. If it's not a drum, it is definitely not a drum, and I need the net. Yeah, it's big. Okay, now he's feeling kind of drummy. Actually, he's feeling catfishy. Oh. Nope, it's a huge walleye. It's bigger than the last one. Oh my God, it's bigger than the last one. It's bigger than the last one. Oh my God, get it, get it, get it, honey. Yeah. Oh, it's bigger than the last one.
Good job.
Oh my. We were just talking. We were like, what's your personal best? Well, that's a 24-incher right there in the net.
And your PB is
26.5, like 3 times on this lake. That's not my PB, but it's a big one, and it's bigger than the last one. Look how wide her back is. This new clam net is the Fortis series, is seriously the best net that I've ever owned. Should we get her out and put her on the Kansas Angling Experience muskie bumper? All right, we're gonna do the thing. So we're gonna leave the fish in the bag. That's why I love this clam net, because you can literally leave the fish in the bag even on a high gunnel boat like this one, so that she can breathe, because we haven't even caught a fish big enough to keep tonight, or small enough, I should say. So we're just gonna get her out, take a picture, put her back in the net, put her on the bump board, get a measure, and let her go. So let's see if we can do this just with this angle real quick. Oh, that's just amazing. Because if she wants to be mad, at least she can be mad in the water and not flopping around the boat. You guys think she wanted that Swimbait? Nance?
choked it.
Ooh, choked it.
That's a good fish.
That is a good fish. Hit it on the fall. I went to pick up my slack and crushed it. She was not going anywhere anytime soon. Quick bump on the board. Musky bumper. She's only slightly bigger than the last one, 21.25. But look how wide that fish is. Like, look how wide that back is right there. Ooh, every other redneck in the state would keep her, but not me. So we'll let her rest back in the net, grab a quick picture. Nance, you want to be my cameraman again?
You bet.
Okay. All right, beauty 21. What did we say? 21.5 or 22? Like just a hair under 22. I don't even remember. In the net, all happy, healthy, thick. Thick with what, 3 C's maybe?
Oh, she thick.
Oh, she thick. It's kind of funny because I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna like keep a couple tonight, but I don't keep anything over 21, and I don't even really like keeping 20s. We'll just keep the 15 to 18s. But on the same bait, that 2.75 inch slammer tail from Swing Baits, my buddy Jeremy right here locally in town. Highly recommend picking some up. Let's get her back. God, look how pretty. Woo! She's ready to go. She is mad. Oh yeah. What a dandy. Bye. Waving goodbye. Thanks for the net job, honey. Let's see how many more we can catch. All right, well, we just let that fish go. What I did do was replace the jig head, the swim bait, and retied. I guess one thing I forgot to mention is that we are running a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader to the 10-pound braid on this setup here. Like I've said 1,000 times, we're casting to a shallow rock pile. These boulders on this spot are no joke. Fluorocarbon is more abrasion resistant than braid. It's not because the fish can see the line, but you get a little bit of stretch, added stretch to that setup, as well as the abrasion resistance for the rocks and the zebra mussels, which we have plenty of here in this area. So yeah, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, this video is a win to me, and anything after this is a bonus, because I don't remember the last time I caught 2 walleyes back to back that big casting. Like you guys saw in my last video, we obviously catch them all the time pulling bottom bouncers and crankbaits this time of year when the water's this warm. But if you can get a small, shallow spot like this, I just missed one right there, all to yourself. I very, very much highly suggest casting to it. But this spot gets a lot of pressure. All these stupid little lakes in Kansas that are 6,000 or 7,000 acres and fish like they're 100 acres get a ton of pressure, so you just got to figure out how to fish it more effectively and better than everyone else to have more success. So I just missed one on that last cast. I might even just back off. I've kind of been feeling like I was a little bit too close to the rocks, but seeing as how our first 2 fish in the first 20 minutes have been over 21 inches, I don't really think they mind. Fish on. Another one. Okay, this is fun. I'm having fun. I can boat flip this one, I think. This might be an eater. Oh, now he's feeling heavier again. He is indeed. Yep, this is another nice one. But I think I can still boat flip him. Oh yeah, that's your eater, honey. That is your 17 and a half inch eater right there. Swing him over here. 1, 2, 3, boat flip. God, he might even be 18. Whoa! It's a good thing we're keeping him. Friend? Be my friend. Yeah, that is the perfect eater right there. So we're just, I'm not even gonna measure him. He's probably 17 and a half. Gonna be a good eater. Danny and I love eating fish tacos. We only eat fish maybe 2-3 times a month. So that was amazing. There's nothing but walleyes on the spot, and I have not even had to catch a drum yet, which might change, but pretty satisfied with that one for a nice eater.
Yep.
Okay.
I do not like CrossFit.
No. Okay, I found the rocks.
CrossFit is cray cray.
Fish on. Honey, we might have another eater.
Oh my!
I was just saying, like, oh, well, I got to turn side scan on in the back because I often like using side scan. Oh, it might be a short. It's a sauger tin. I don't know. We'll have to put him on the board. No, he's too short. Danny likes the saugers.
I do.
They look like damn lizards. Look at those things. Look at that. Swing 'em in baits, slammer tail, just right in the top of his snoot. But yeah, I was saying I was looking at side scan right there on the console unit, and I could see fish and rocks off to the right about 70 feet. Made a long cast, and there we go. Another bite. Perfect. Nance, I'm on. Is this our next dinner fish? Because I think it is. The mayflies are out. They're hatching. The walleye bite is not tough. Nance is on my phone trying to get an Instagram story going for you guys. We're about to lose the sun entirely. This might be our last one, honey. Oh yeah. Oh, I almost lost him. Oh, and he just broke off. See, that's why you retie. He's in the bottom of the boat. That's the perfect eater. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let's put him in the box, retie, and see if we can get one more before we lose all the light. I'm glad that I didn't lose that fish. Can you do me a huge favor, hon? Can you just grab the anchor light out of that back side compartment right there and just put it in that port back there? Thanks.
You idiot.
All right, guys, well, there's dinner tonight. So we had 2 over 21 in the first 20 minutes. Both of these, which are like 17 and a half. This one might be 18, I don't know. But those are gonna be dinner tonight. So again, all of our fish tonight came on this bait right here, the 2.75 inch slammer tail from Swimbait Bait Co. The jig head right here, we won't worry about that jig head, but Swimbait Bait Co. does sell 3/8 ounce jig heads as well. The rod, most importantly, 7-foot medium spinning rod from Fox River. This is their brand new series that just came out this year. Every rod that I have in the boat right now is always Fox River. Tried throwing a crankbait for a little bit. I got bit once or twice, but they were just not committing, but they were on the swim bait. The reel, PC Fun Carbon X 2000, always a staple in my boat. 10-pound PC Fun braid to a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. So yeah, I don't know, we're just gonna enjoy the sunset here for a little bit, have a beer, and that's all I've got for you guys. So again, all the discount codes for all the gear that I used in this video is down below. I'd appreciate you going and picking some up using the discount code. If you guys want to book a trip, I'm booked out till August for weekdays right now. Weekends are booked out until September, and that's all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. For everyone that doesn't like me and files complaints against me on the lake, thank you for watching as well. I hope you're watching. I will see you guys on the next video, hopefully soon. And everybody give a big shout out to Danny for filming these videos for me on our days off together. Okay, that's all. We're about to lose light. I'll see you guys on the next video.